I was thinking about the fire that burns within us, especially a lot of times when we're younger. I'll speak for myself. I know when I was younger, the world seemed full of possibilities. Once I got out of my neighborhood and I seen there was a greater world out there, that I may not be destined to live the rest of my life in the housing projects and, in extreme poverty, even though, I put some bad juju in my life, but I was thinking about that fire that's burning inside of you, especially, when I was younger, and like, who extinguished it, right? I mean, who did I allow to extinguish it? Sure, like I'd go into every school year, like, I'm just gonna sit there, I'm gonna do my thing, I'm gonna bang this workout, and I'm gonna listen. And then a couple days into it, when I felt they were being too harsh on me, or I didn't grasp the work or the lessons, and because I wasn't paying attention, like I looked at that as just a little bit of fire extinguisher, right? One little hit on the heart of that flame, right? That fire in your belly, within your chest, right? And it just dimmed a little more. Not realizing that, 9 times out of 10, I was the one who was extinguishing that flame. Sure, like I might have been put upon or felt put upon, or, that I wasn't getting what I deserved or this or that. And, but the truth is I wasn't putting in the work, and every time there was some little failure, where I could have, righted my ship, I could have set it forth in a different direction. Instead, I leaned into that failure. I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not strong enough, whatever it is. And each time, I felt that someone else was hitting the fire extinguisher, and I was freaking just putting it full blast a lot of the time. It's not my fault. They don't know me. They don't understand. They don't know what my home life is like. And this, yeah, that might be true, but you do. I knew what the stakes were. I knew if I continued on certain paths, I might not fully understand where they were leading, but I could see the warning signs, the yield signs, the stop signs, the red lights, the yellow lights, everything, and I let that flame, or I extinguished that flame a long time ago. I feel like I've reignited it recently over the last few years, because a lot of times when my flame was out, I was destined for anything, right? I was just on autopilot, waiting for it all to be over. I wasn't mentally like, oh, I don't care if I live or die. I didn't think about it. And, later on in my life, death was all around me. Friends, associates, get high buddies, all dead, and I'm talking like in the 30s or 40s of people, that I know, who either died of drugs or due to bad health because of drugs, or, just whatever. We're not privy to what's inside of each other's head and our chests, right? But the thing is I feel like now I've reignited that fire. It's still like it's like a candle, one candlelight right now, maybe 3 candlelight right now, I want to get it up to that freaking, those crazy LED headlights. I want it to be that bright. I want it to shine through everything I do. So right now, I do this this for my physicality, my mental toughness, my spirituality, whatever you want to call that for you. I call it God, collective consciousness, quantum entanglement. We're connected somehow. And you and I are connected somehow, either through these videos or through real life. And, it all depends on us, what we want to do. Who did you let extinguish that flame? And when are you going to realize that it was you?